I've never shared maybe with the music that it was originally written for reasons, but I have shared snippets of it as intros for other pieces. Originally, it was given to me as a music prompt, and my assignment was to tap into how it made me feel and just start writing right away. And I couldn't do that. I had to sit with those emotions because it stirred something unexpected. I felt heavy right away. It made me think of church, and there was this oppressiveness, and maybe thoughts that couldn't be shared, feelings that couldn't be shared, that maybe carried some shame with it or guilt. And so I was writing about a moment of vulnerability that I had never talked about and never shared. And this hopelessness that I have never felt before. And I did not take active steps to respond to that hopelessness, but I was careless on purpose. And what happened was, when I was okay, even though I was careless, I was disappointed. And when something is heavy for me, I tend to dip my pen in a little bit of opaque. Not on purpose, it's just my process when I'm just scratching the surface. It feels vague if you don't know the details. It's not intentionally vague. But one of the things that I did for the visual production is I feel like I was choosing to be direct, but again, you have to know the details behind it. So the imagery that I chose, there's not a whole lot of movement on purpose, but the visual that I chose was the reference to Lombard Street in the piece. That is the intersection. That is the exact intersection. And the way I presented it was black and white originally. It started with black and white, but it was a soft black and white. And it shifted to a different filter of black and white that was more sharp and had more contrast. And I'm not sure why I did that. It felt right. The other thing is, usually when I reference memory, I use sepia. So I'm not sure why I used black and white. Midway, I faded in color, but that color fade in was soft. And part of me feels like that softness was showing yourself grace, showing myself grace. Maybe that's why I chose a soft fade in, because I had a second shift in color that I'd forgotten about until this morning, but I shifted from a soft fade in of color to a sharper filter of color, and it was vibrant, almost hyper pigmented. And I'm not sure why I shifted to that oversaturation of color. Usually that to me is unrealistic. That presentation, it's fantasy. So it's definitely something that I need to explore again and better understand what I want to even say, you know. But maybe it's a piece I have not talked about. I've shared it, but because of how vague I can be when something is too heavy for me to explore in its entirety, the meaning can definitely be lost if you don't know.